Hey, what's up? Just hanging out in front of the local Walmart, as you can see, and I'm waiting for my friends to get here because I beat them here by a pretty large margin. So I figured that I'll just review Incredibles 2 since I saw that tonight. Very similar to the first one. I mean, obviously it's a sequel. I think the long and short of it that you guys are gonna get out of this is that it's a really, really good movie. Obviously not the first one. There are a lot of differences. The first movie was very emotionally focused, very emotionally heavy, while this one focused a lot more on the fun. And that's really apparent because the animation has stepped up a big amount. The style has stayed consistent to kind of how it was in the first movie, but it's even improved in a lot of aspects with some excellent choices in like cinematography and stuff. But it was just really, really grand, I gotta say. Yeah, it was fantastic. I will say that if there had to be any flaws in it, which aren't that many, I'd have to say like it's a lot less focused. Like I mentioned with the first movie, there's like this big plot line of like how Helen and Bob's marriage is like a big deal, and they focus on that throughout the whole movie. They make it very complete. With this one, there are a few emotional like center points, but they kind of only go on for half the movie, and then about like halfway through, they just kind of drop it and say, "Hey, hero stuff." So it's not really focused, but to make up for it, they've definitely stepped up the action scenes. There are some really creative action scenes. They introduced a lot of new heroes, and they definitely use them to the best of their abilities. The plot isn't like a big surprise, but I mean, you're not really going to this expecting that much of a surprise. Like, earlier on in the movie, we were like, "Hey, I think this person might be the villain. Hey, what do you know? We were right." But that isn't going to detract from the movie because if you go into Incredibles 2 knowing like, "Hey, I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to have a blast. It's going to be really, really fun," then you're going to get what you want. I feel like, of course, I'm going to keep things spoiler-free because, I mean, you don't want spoilers for your Incredibles movie. I do feel like they do a lot more with Violet in this one, kind of making an arc for her. Although it wasn't really an arc, it was a lot more for Bob's character. It definitely focuses a lot more on him in the beginning, but I say focus on him as if he's the main character. He isn't, because I'd say the main character of this movie is... I mean, there isn't really a main character. It's an ensemble. Anyway, they're my friends. Really good movie. You should see it if you want a good time.